Hi friends, I'm the human they call Sparkles, and this was my week. Hey guys, so nothing got filmed yesterday, or really the day before, because my camera broke, and I've spent a couple of days doing work but also trying to fix it, and eventually I figured out that I had to press the reset button that was inside it, and that actually fixed it, which was great. I think what had happened is it ran out of power when it was on. It's got two modes. It's got like the mode where it films and the mode where you can transfer photos and video to your camera, to your phone, and instead it basically got locked when it was in the photo view mode with the power off. So it kept powering on, but then not getting to that point for some reason. I don't really know, but anyway, the reset button helped. I didn't manage to film anything yesterday or today. Nothing really happened though. I've just been working on tracks. Tomorrow I'm going to carry on. I'm basically working on like this EP I'm making for Viewster. I'll be working on the synths for that, so I'll show you some of that. It's all fixed and we're back to normal service. Hey guys, I just wanted to show you some of the synths that I'm working on today. This is the project for a song called Arguments and Algorithms, which I'm just finishing off. And I just wanted to show you, a little bit about the synthesizers. I've got quite a lot of tracks going on. I was going to pull up a few of them. For the drums, I'm using Battery, which is part of Native Instruments' complete series. That's how I've got it. This one, I'll just put some sound on because you can't hear anything. This is a DMX kit, or it's an emulation of one. Basically, this works by having you load different samples into different packs. This is like a preloaded sample, and I've got that sounding a little bit like this. So it's quite simple, really. I've processed it a load within Battery, so I've added in some compression and stuff, just tweaked with the original. But it's sounding pretty good. This interface you're seeing, by the way, is the Complete Control, which is a plugin that works with this keyboard that's in front of me here. The Complete Control S49, which it kind of works with that. So for example, if I put this onto here, I can show you how it works. So I click this button here, browse, and on the screen it brings up like a browse window. So I can go through this and select whatever patch I want. I'm not going to change this because I'll just end up fucking it up, but basically it means you can use just your hands and not have to use a mouse, which is cool. Anyway, so there's quite a lot of synths going on in this song. I'll play you an example of like one of the big synthy moments in it. So there's quite a lot going on there. The bass is really, really simple. It's just like kind of I'd go as far to say that this is a boring bass, but it kind of does its job. It's this Retro Machines bass, which is an emulation of some sort of old bass. I'm not really sure. This is just this is basically a bass that I found. I'm not quite sure what it's emulating. I could look it up, but it's this kind of. I've added some effects to it. It's got a VMR on it, the Stephen Slate virtual mixing rack thing, and apparently I've stuck on an EQ unit and an FG effect compressor, which is just making it a bit fatter. So if I turn that off, I mean it's also increasing volume, so you don't get a really good impression of what it's doing, but that's the original kinda. And I just brought out the highs to make it a bit buzzier. Hopefully you can hear that on the video. And then there's like that's the interesting stuff is all going on down here with these. I've called these brutal stabs. I don't know if you can read that. So the brutal stabs kind of sound like this. So it's kind of this ominous pad wash, and underneath that I also have this kind of lead. And then this other lead, which sounds like... And this one's interesting because I've stuck a fucking ton of verb on it. The true verb is on, so if I turn that off, that's kind of what the original synth sounded like. And I've stuck on so much verb that it's actually kind of a bit... The idea was to make it kind of just... Because later on in the song you can hear here, it goes really nuts. And the idea is to... kind of make it a bit intense. So in context, that sounds like this. So I think it really works, although it's quite intense. But that's what I've been working on today, just loads of synths. It's coming together. This outro that I've just finished work on is pretty big. Quite happy with it, to be honest. It's going really well. Hopefully should have this record done by the end of the weekend, fingers crossed. Pizza, 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 per pizza, 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 per pizza, 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 per pizza, pizza, pizza. So with loads of work to do and you know, deadlines looming, I decided to take the day off and go to the zoo because I've never been to the zoo. And yeah, so far we're having a great time. Martyn, you having a good time? Martyn came with.
Hanging out with my buddies, my meerkat friends.
Look at these meerkats. Aren't they lovely? We found a secret guy.
This is like secret Mickeys around the park.
Secret Mickeys. Can you see him?
Give me one picture of Walt or something.
There he is. What a guy.
What's in there?
Secret dude. This tortoise breeding room is definitely not as kinky as me and Martyn imagined it would be.
I had like 50 Shades of Grey in my like a proper playroom. Tortoise-shaped cuffs.
They're just sort of chilling out. They're not...
Not even looking at each other. Don't even take a spoon in. They're done. This is why they're going extinct. That's a terrible, I shouldn't say that. Here we have the elusive baby pigeon.
It's a baby pigeon. These are proper rare. Rare. Well, they're not rare.
What
they're everywhere.
It's got like its plumage, because that one actually looks quite adorable. But then they just got all like horrible and grey and like smooth looking. And they get bigger. This is gonna be like Lady and the Tramplet. One of them get the other end of the straw.
Oh, it's gonna be so good if it is.
Really kiss in the middle.
I ship it already. So Martyn reckons this thing in front of you is the shell of a very small turtle.
I can see a tiny tail
Go on,
on the other side.
You show me where that is.
I don't have the viewfinder, so I can't tell.
You can see what.
Yeah, let's see it moving. But
I can't actually see it. I can't.
look at it. That's moving like crazy. That is definitely not where it was a second ago. You know.
Where's its head?
Its head is on the top end, like away from us. Look.
Oh,
see?
it's coming out.
Told you.
Oh,
I was like, a little part of me was wondering if that was his shot. Look. See? I was like, that's impractical. That's way too big for his body.
that's ridiculous.
Oh, I'm always right.
You're infuriatingly right. It's old Mama Jamma.
It's almost as big as mine. Oh, python joke.
Martyn, it's what we came to see. Palms.
One right here. Oh, that's a dad joke.
Who'd you get pregnant? These are proper like reeds from like a film where like there's a ninja hiding underneath the...
Yeah, until they all pass. Where did he go? I've only gone and done it. I've gone and found Nemo.
Check out how they keep the fish from misbehaving.
This is where you'll be.
They keep them in plain sight of these rendered fish fingers. That's so brutal. And these dead fish as well. This is too much for me. Look at how small these little guys are.
I would dare say they're smaller than a 1 pence piece.
Let me just stick my finger next to it for comparison. Look at that. Oh, look how gross my finger looks. This is entirely for the clickbait title. Sexual intercourse. They're nuts. This is literally an orgy.
This is weird.
Always like this in here.
Yes.
It's always like this.
That's
all they ever
start
do.
to think now that they're just mistaken. They're not actually getting it on.
They're clearly
this
getting
is
it
like
on.
a Royal Rumble match.
No,
those two at the back, they're definitely scrapping.
No, this is definitely love makery.
And here we have the rare Martyn Littlewood. It's currently mating season for the Littlewood, and
Damn, Martyn!
Back in again with the whole shoes.
Hey, I think there's a superstar DJ down here.
Yeah, let me just don't tear.
Something we've learnt today is that armadillos are real fast. They're like...
You like skips along, you like bobs along, it's so cute.
Which is just established their territory. So tell her this is where I live, don't you come here. Which
Tiny little evolved caterpies. I mean, hoping that a butterfly lands on me. That's the epic conclusion of this shot, but it's not going to happen, is it?
No. There's a big blue one up there.
Oh.
He's like circling. And he's stalking you as his prey. No, it's not.
If this happens, it'll be amazing. It's worth it. It's worth it in case it happens.
I wanna be the captain of the captive in the cage. Arguments and algorithms, links I cannot make. Hey guys, just wanted to show you the mic that I like to record with when I'm at home. This is a Neumann TLM 102. I've got it in this kind of surround thing, which, because my room isn't soundproofed, it's just a, it's just a normal bedroom. So because it's not soundproofed, it acts as a little bit of dampening for first reflections. So there's less reflections and less echo that go back behind the mic when I sing. So it just keeps it a little bit dead. It does its job, and the stuff that I normally do here, I mean, it's not a very echoey room anyway, as you can probably hear, so it's not too bad. And I find this just gets the job done for singing, especially in front of rock music, where you can kind of push everything quite hard and no one really notices. But this is the mic I use. It's a relatively affordable Neumann compared with other Neumanns, which are very expensive. So I've been working on the tracks for the EP all day, and I think I've just about got it done. It's really late now,
and I'm about to go to bed, but before I do I thought I'd just post something today because this is the end of the week. I hope you've enjoyed watching my week. It's been quite an eventful one, work-wise. I did go to the zoo, which was fun, and hopefully by tomorrow night, like basically all my work's gonna be done, so I can just like spend my days having a load of fun, which is gonna be awesome. So if you want to see more fun, subscribe to this channel, make sure you like the video, leave a comment and I'll reply. And yeah, more cool stuff coming next week. Thanks for watching the video. See you guys later.